The 2015 Ultra Wide Festival is going big. It's offering you your dream setup, and this is my entry for the contest. Following the footsteps of Linux from Linux Tech Tips and Lou from Unbox Therapy, I'm presenting you my humble setup. Hello there, I'm Juan Carlos Araujo, Senior Editor of AndroidVenezuela.com, and this is my setup. My setup is located in just one corner of my room, like most setups of most YouTubers. My desktop has been the same for years, as you can tell from the white 2008 MacBook that sits in the middle. That MacBook runs on a 2.4 GHz Core 2 Duo processor and was upgraded to 4 GB of RAM. This is indeed where I edited most of the videos on my channel. The truth is, until very recently I have been using iMovie 09 for editing. Yes, you heard right, iMovie 09. Now I use Adobe Premiere Pro CS6, but not in my own desktop. This is why I'm preparing setup number 3, but we'll get there in a minute. The MacBook rests over a Microsoft Notebook Cooling Base 1388. Most of all, in order to give the screen some height, I don't turn the fan that often. As peripherals, I'm using the Microsoft Wireless Desktop 3000. A very competent keyboard and a very competent mouse. Even if they are optimized for Windows, they are comfortable, responsive, and work quite well with Mac OS X. The speakers are maybe the oldest part of my setup. They are the Creative SBS 380, a very efficient 2.1 speaker system from the time the words Creative Labs meant actually something. For this and every other voiceover, I use the Blues Noble USB mic. The best sound quality for the price. And speaking of sound quality and best bang for the buck, these are my headphones, the Sennheiser 202 Mark II, and quite a workhorse they are. To my right, I put my daily drivers, my Google Nexus 4 and my Nokia Lumia 625, both in my DIY stands I built using file clippers. I am using this configuration because of two things. First of all, portability. After all, I'm working with laptops, notebooks, whatever you may call it, portable computers. So I'm able to carry all my stuff from one place to another with no hazard, and that's a thing I tend to appreciate. Second, versatility. After all, working with multiple computers, with multiple laptops, I have a Mac, I have a Windows laptop, I am able to switch them without sacrificing the whole setup and without sacrificing the comfort of being sitting here and working. So yes, this is how I work and this is how I feel comfortable working. This takes me to setup number 2, when I switch my MacBook for a more recent but less powerful Acer Aspire 4739 set running Windows 10. It runs with a 2.13 GHz Intel Pentium 6200 with 2 GB of RAM and a 500 GB hard drive. I use this setup most of all to work with Microsoft Office, Evernote and all kind of productivity and pre-production stuff. Sadly, it's not powerful enough to run Adobe Premiere Pro, so I'll have to borrow something else. And this brings me to setup number 3. Use my father's Samsung AchievBook 5 as a weapon of choice. And let's face it, he hardly uses it anyway. It runs with a 1.7 GHz Intel Core i5 and 4 GB of RAM with a 500 GB hard drive. So I am preparing it to run Premiere Pro and use it as my main edit setup for the foreseeable future. And so, my fellow YouTubers, this is my setup. Kind of outdated, kind of obsolete, if you may say so, but after all, I'm working with all the tools I have in hand, and most important, I'm putting my heart into all of this. I love making videos, and I think this is the important part of all of it. So what do you think? You like the setup? What stuff do you use for editing? What's your setup? Comments down below, please. And you know the drill. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And this is all for now. Thank you for watching. I'm Juan Carlos Araujo, Senior Editor of AndroidVenezuela.com. Till next time, bye.